This is by far the biggest update yet to Grounded because it's going to totally revamp the player progression system along with the armor and weapon system, and it's huge and it's very exciting. And if you want to know more about it, well, down in the description I have linked the IGN trailer and the IGN article that you can go read for yourself, or if you want in-depth Tiny Pirate Gaming analysis of what I think this means for the future of Grounded, well, then you can stay tuned because that's what I'll be going over right now. All the new player progression stuff, all the new armor and weapon revamps, and the new biomes, new creatures, and new gear that is shown off in this trailer. Let's go. What up? It's Tiny Pirate Gaming back with another Grounded news video. It's been a heavy week for Grounded news because a new trailer was just released by IGN showcasing the Hot and Hazy update, which will be coming to Grounded later this month, unless you're joining the public test server, in which case we might be getting access to it in just a few hours, which is very exciting. Here's some of the stuff you might be able to experiment with once we get the new update, and this new update sort of explains why the Grounded development team was stressing or emphasizing considering starting a new game, because a lot has been revamped, primarily the player progression through stat boosting. Now you're going to be able to boost your stats using items apparently called milk molars. There appears to be a higher tier of milk molar as well, potentially for even more stat boost, but the stats you're able to boost from the screen were shown is HP, stamina, thirst, hunger, and the most exciting one, active mutation booster. Maybe we're going to be able to use more than 3 mutations if we boost our active mutation booster. I think that's what it's there for. That is super exciting. Great quality of life improvement, especially giving the player a new RPG leveling element without an actual leveling system. Now it's going to be about these milk molars. How we get these milk molars, I'm not exactly sure yet, but I'm sure we'll be finding out later today if you join the public test server. Also, you're going to be able to boost your weapon stats to increase the damage and durability using something called mint globs. Mint globs are probably going to be created by throwing mint chunks into a grinder. That would be my best guess. Maybe involving the furnace as well. You're going to have to, or the oven. You're going to have to cook something. I'm not sure, but it's very exciting to see all this new stuff coming to Grounded. But that's not it. They said this was the biggest update yet, and I think it truly is, because we're getting a lot with this update. A lot of stuff. There's some stuff that's maybe not even shown in these trailers. In fact, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't reveal everything to us. Anyway, there's going to be new armor, like a new armor system. So maybe the tier system is gone with the tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. That sort of system is gone. And maybe now it appears the armor is going to be divided up into light, medium, and heavy builds. So if you like to be super speedy but less durable, you're going to be able to build a light armor build, which will make you faster. And then if you want to be more tanky and up in your face, you know, fighting with the bashing stick, then you're probably going to be able to build like a tanky style. And who knows, maybe we'll eventually get the ability to have custom loadouts that we can swap to rather quickly, rather than having to go into our inventory all the time to swap between armors and weapons and mutations to do specific tasks around the yard. Individually, maybe we'll be able to get loadouts. That would be nice. That would be cool. Moving on, there's new armors and new weapons that were showcased in the trailer. I like particularly this sombrero and poncho outfit right here. I'm not sure what we get this from, but it looks super awesome, and I think that it's designed for the desert biome, and it's going to allow some protection for you. But the one thing I want to say is, can I get a mount with my cowboy outfit? Like, this is an awesome cowboy outfit. Can I get a mount with it? Can I ride something across the desert wastes of the new biome? They also showed again the Roman armor that was featured in the Shroom and Doom update that we never really got. I believe this is roly-poly armor. And there's a new big sword or club. Maybe this is a roly-poly weapon. But there's a big new club sword weapon that looks really cool and very interesting. I can't wait to get my hands on this thing. There's also a new dagger that's shown off. It's being held by who's ever filming the footage for IGN. And there's a new shovel shown off, and the new shovel is apparently coming with a new game feature, which might only work in the desert biome of the sandbox, but might also work anywhere in the backyard. We'll have to get into the game to find out. and that is being able to dig things up. In the trailer, they showed up digging up clay, but maybe you'll be able to actually dig up other resources and other stuff, and maybe, you know, who knows, maybe this is the beginning of potentially terrain manipulation in the game, which would be a lot of fun to make the builds and creative atmosphere of the game more expansive. But again, I think this update, based off what we've seen, is going to complete half of the yard. I don't, you know, now half of the yard from basically that ledge where the pond separates sort of the southern yard from the northern yard. I think now the entire southern region of the yard will be done after this update, at least laid out with the map. We might get some new landmarks over in the Haze region, and obviously in the Sandbox region, and maybe in that area that's behind the Sandbox, or the Sandbox has been moved. Who knows? Things always change in this game with each update. That's what makes it super exciting to play in and to experiment with, because sometimes you can do stuff in earlier, you know, updates that you can't do later on. But back to the thing, there's new creatures that were shown off. Infected larvae, which is very exciting. Infected gnats, infected ladybugs. I think we might get infected everything. Imagine running into an infected wolf spider or an infected orb weaver spider while you're exploring the Haze region. And don't forget to wear your gas mask, obviously, when you go into the Haze region. And realize that the new desert biome, which is what I want to talk about now, is the Sandbox. And it comes with a new game mechanic, which appears to be this sizzling thing, where you're going to take damage once you take enough sizzling damage. Once this sizzling meter drops, it's sort of like oxygen in the pond, or it's like gas in the haze. It's a biome that has a biome-specific regional hazard that you have to build equipment or gear to surpass. Again, I think the equipment or gear you'll need for that will be this cowboy outfit with this big sombrero, so that you can keep the sun from burning your skin. But in the new Sandbox region, there appears to be a sand castle and a cactus and all sorts of new interesting stuff, along with the final new creature that's shown off, which is an ant lion. Ant lions are creatures that dig underground, and I believe that they attack ants and eat ants based off their name, and they attack from beneath the surface. I have been requesting, and it has been requested on numerous occasions in the Discord, that there be creatures that can attack you from under the ground. Now we're going to get that with this ant lion, so be ready for that when you're exploring in the desert biome. Get ready for creatures under the ground to potentially attack you. I don't know if when they dig around, if they're going to make a sound, or if we're going to see a little tremor like we do with the larva or with the grubs. But be aware that you're going to be attacked, and obviously we're probably going to be able to dig these things out of the ground with shovels. Potentially, when you're digging stuff up that you think might be a treasure or a goodie in the Sandbox biome, maybe you'll actually be digging up one of these things and it'll attack you. Who knows? But it's very exciting. Those were all the things. If you want to go check them out for yourself, again, link down in the description is the IGN trailer and the IGN article for your viewing pleasure. But if you enjoyed the video, you could do me a huge favor by gently touching the like button. I would really appreciate that. And if you want to see more grounded themed, grounded related content presented in a tutorial format, well, then you've discovered the right channel, because that's basically all that I do here. So I hope that this video earned your subscription today. I also live stream Grounded, and I will be live streaming the public test server, assuming that we don't, assuming that it runs really well and I can really get in there and experiment. I will be streaming that later today as soon as it is released, so we have that to look forward to. And the new world, the public test server, will be shown off today in really just about, it might be going on right now. The Obsidian Entertainment Casually Grounded live stream is happening today, and they will be showing it off a few hours before the official release of the public test server. If you enjoyed all that and you want to keep up with #TinyCrew community news, you can follow me on Twitter or join the Tiny Pirate Gaming Discord. Links for all of those things are down in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time.
Arg, matey, watch your step. There be a tiny pirate here.